Hello and welcome to a live stream of the Three Mouseketeers, the Disney podcast or the sibling podcast that understands your Disney addiction. I'm Jared, as always.
And I'm Amanda.
I'm Emily.
All right, we're going to do a little bit of some news, and then we're going to get into some Halloween movies that Disney has produced over the years, some of our favorites, and some that can actually get you into the end of spooky season. Halloween is upon us. It's here in a couple days, so we're really excited. Halloween is one of my favorite months, or one of my favorite holidays, and October is one of my favorite months. Yes.
Wow. It's been upgraded.
It has. It's a full month. I didn't know if you knew that or not.
Basically
Really
is.
not.
Yeah. Okay, so news. Who wants to start? What do you got?
I'll start. So, Mickey Mouse Meet and Greet is back in the Town Square Theater, which is a big deal because all of the standard meet and greets, which this one isn't standard, I'll talk about that in a second, but all of the meet and greets were shut down at the beginning of 2020, and now it's just been the character cavalcades and the restaurant kind of meet and greets, but not really. So this is really a big deal. And so Mickey's back. He's in Town Square, and there is a rope, so you can't go up and like hug him like you used to, but you go up to the rope and you can take your picture, and they give you a minute or two to kind of interact and communicate with Mickey and stuff before you have your picture and you go on. So it's more like a standard meet and greet, which is, to me, a really good sign that they're bringing them back. And I know people love meet and greets, so I'm very excited about this. And he's dressed in his 50th anniversary attire, so
Yeah.
it's really special.
It is. I'm excited about those. One thing to mention is they don't have the PhotoPass photographers there, so you can only do selfies basically yourself, so there's nobody to actually take your picture with Mickey. There are other meet and greets too besides just Mickey, so they have the princesses in their area in Magic Kingdom. You could see Minnie Mouse in Hollywood Studios, and I know there's some more, but those are the ones I remember off the top of my head. So I know there are multiple meet and greets available now.
Yeah.
You know, if somebody will pay me to go, then I'll go and do a meet and greet. And you can take your picture with me. Everything.
Yeah. Nobody wants that.
I'll hang out with you for a little
Some
while.
people want that, Jared.
I don't
You
know
want to
that
pay him to
anybody
take a
wants that.
picture with him?
I wouldn't pay, but I would take a picture with you.
Look, I might not be like the biggest Disney star, but I have been in a Disney movie before. I'm just saying. So
I know, that's what I'm saying. So
It's-
I would take a picture with you and
There you go.
get your autograph on like a used napkin.
Thank you, Emily. At least it's something.
Exactly.
It's a Kleenex that's been had your nose blown on it. It's okay.
At least one of my sisters supports me.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
All
For
right.
you.
Well, that's pretty cool. I think that people would be really excited for meet and greets to actually show back up. I know that at least Disney World was doing like certain surprise character show ups, but they weren't really meet and greets. They were kind of like interacting from like 50 yards away. So
Exactly. And
Yeah.
most of the time they were like surprised, like you would just happen to see the characters out there. So this
Yeah.
is nice. It's like, you know, if you go there and wait in this line, you're going to get to see Mickey.
Right. Yeah. I think that's very exciting and makes it somewhat back to normal, which is nice. Yeah.
yeah, not quite back to normal, but
Yeah. And not all the characters are available yet, but at least the main ones are starting to come back, which is nice. So it's a start, and slowly but surely they'll get everybody back.
Well, I wanted to talk about one real quick. It's the Main Street Electrical Parade at Disneyland is coming back, or it's kind of hinted at coming back. I know that it's been gone since September of 2019, and I know also people really love it, so I'm sure people are really excited for that to come back.
Yes, I would be interested to have that come back. I wish they'd bring it back to Disney World too, and not just Disneyland. I feel like there is a need for something else at night. I mean, they're starting to bring back the parades during the day, but I really think there needs to be one at Walt Disney World at night too.
Yeah, and they took away the nighttime parade even before all this in 2020. So it's been a while and it's sad. I think
Yeah,
that they need to bring it back. I hear people at Disneyland absolutely love that parade. So good
yeah,
for them that they get it back again.
I mean,
I
it's pretty
know.
iconic, right?
It is.
So it's not surprising that it's a fan favorite.
I
Yeah.
just think that means we need to take a family trip to Disneyland now. I mean, once that comes back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe so. Again, if you want to pay for me to go, you can
No.
come and find me and take your picture with me. I'll give you an autograph.
So you're going to sell pictures with you so that you could go to Disneyland.
Yes.
Okay.
It's like a
Good luck.
GoFundMe, but other people get something out of it.
Yeah.
You get a somewhat known podcaster and
Yeah.
a Disney star.
Yep.
Mhm. Mhm. There is no proof that you were in a Disney movie.
There is somewhere. Somebody
no
has
proof.
it. My co-star probably has a copy, and I really want to find out who they were and if they have a copy because I really want this.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Yeah. It hasn't happened yet, and I doubt it ever will.
Yeah, because it didn't happen. It just didn't happen.
It did happen, though. I
All in
remember
your
you
mind.
being very upset about it. So one of the things that is really interesting about this story is it was actually on a TikTok video that Disney Parks shared. It had the iconic music, but it cut off like really shortly after it started, and it said to be continued.
Oh, that's so cute.
That is cute.
So they were kind of hinting at it happening, but didn't really
Without,
give any details.
yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't come out and say it, but that is the speculation.
Right.
Yeah. No, I think that's good. And I do think it needs to go back to Disneyland and Walt Disney World.
Me too.
Yes.
Yeah, that's actually something I watched whenever we were at Tokyo Disney. We watched the lights parade.
It
was
was
nice.
always my favorite parade, like by far, were the
Yeah.
nighttime lights parades.
Yeah. They're really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Yep.
I mean, it's just I think it's the lights. The lights make it everything, right? It's night. It's kind of like watching fireworks.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It feels more magical with the music and the lights and all of that at nighttime.
Yes.
Right. And
For sure.
especially when you're little, you don't realize how they're doing it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So with the lights and they're moving, they're not attached to a plug in the wall or to the ceiling or whatever. So it makes it more interesting, I think.
Yeah.
Kind of like the electrical water pageant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that one's neat.
All right, Amanda, what you got?
So I wanted to talk about the Candlelight Processional. This is a tradition at Disney World, at Epcot specifically, and they tell the story of Christmas, the Christmas story, and they usually bring in a famous person to tell the story. And normally they have a choir, like the high school choirs from the area, or they may not even necessarily be from the area, but they come in and sing. This year it's going to be a little different because, I mean, we are in a pandemic and they don't want to bring a whole bunch of people in that aren't normally working with them. So the Voices of Liberty and things like that, I think there are a couple of other groups that are going to come in and sing the choir part. And so it won't be quite as numerous of a choir as there normally is, but it is still something and means that it's coming back to normal at Disney, which is nice.
Yeah.
They are bringing back the dining packages as well. So this year there's going to be 4 different restaurants you could go to: Beer Garden, Coral Reef, Garden Grill, and let me find the last one. Rose and Crown is the last one. So 4 different ones, and they've already announced a lot of their narrators. So Cheetah Rivera, Jodie Benson, Alton Fitzgerald White, Lisa Ling, Stephen Curtis Chapman, Blair Underwood, and Pat Sajak. And there are still some dates that they don't have anybody listed yet. So it'll be interesting to see
more to come.
Who else they get.
Very cool. We went when Gary Sinise was there.
Yes. And I'm surprised he usually did every year. Him and Neil Patrick Harris were usually narrators like every year. That was something you always look forward to seeing. And their nights usually sold out super fast for like the dining packages and stuff. So I'm surprised neither one of them are doing this yet.
Well, maybe they're just not confirmed yet.
Which totally could be. It could be.
Yeah.
And so with the dining package, you get a meal at one of the restaurants, and then you get reserved seating at the Candlelight Processional, and it'll give you a certain time that you go back, which is really nice. I remember when we went a couple of years ago, the line was so long, like we were leaving and we could barely leave because there were so many people waiting to get in. So having the reserved
the lines
seats
were extremely long, and just trying to get around the pavilion was a hassle.
It was insane.
It was jam packed. You could not go through. You had to go around. Like you had to walk the entire park to go around, basically.
Yeah, I mean, it was shoulder to shoulder. You were literally like scraping by people to get past. It was really insane. So I'm happy that they're bringing the dining packages back so that you can have the reserved seats. That it's nice to know that you can just go in and sit and watch and not have to fight for a spot or wait for 2 or 3 hours before the show to get a spot or to even get a chance to get a spot. So.
Well, very cool. I'm sure there's a lot of excitement about it coming back. So,
yeah.
I do want to mention Lindell. She said hi. Hi, Lindell.
Hi.
How's it going? Thanks for joining us tonight. But let's go ahead and get into our topic that we really wanted to talk about, which is Halloween movies that Disney has produced. And there seems to be quite a bit more than I really thought that there were. Let's see. Let's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 total that I have on my list.
And I think there's more that you don't have.
There's probably more that I don't have on there.
Yeah, that are just like smaller movies.
Yeah.
Lesser known.
Yeah.
I ended up just being like, you know what? That's enough.
Yeah, some of the ones on your list I hadn't heard of before, so I may have to go and find them.
All right. Yeah. There's a couple that I hadn't heard of, but yeah, we'll get into it. Okay, first one off the bat I have is Nightmare Before Christmas. That was in 1993. I know Emily loves this movie. I love this movie. Amanda, not so much. But
I haven't watched it yet this year, but
you're running out
I'm
of
sure
time.
you will.
No, I have until Christmas.
Yeah,
That's the beauty
it's a
of
good
this
Halloween
movie.
and Christmas movie. Like you can watch it in both.
But see,
both
I
times.
would think you would watch it once before Halloween and once before Christmas.
Yeah.
No.
I mean,
just maybe like right after Halloween to like end out the Halloween season and bring me into the Christmas season. That's the perfect time for me.
All right.
All right. No, I mean, I can see what Amanda's saying. Watch it once before Halloween and once before Christmas. And then once again after Christmas. And then once again in the middle of the year. Just
if I watch it
all the time.
once in like 5 years, then I've watched it a lot. So
what is your problem with Nightmare Before Christmas?
it's just not my thing.
You're
I
just
love
not a
it.
Tim Burton fan or what?
I think it's great.
It's just, Yeah. I don't know.
You don't
See,
like the
I
stop
love
motion animation? You don't
That
like,
yeah,
what?
probably that. That's probably it because another one that's on your list was Frankenweenie, and it's another one that I'm like, eh.
Well, thanks for spoiling that one.
You're
Let's go
welcome.
ahead and talk about that one, though, I guess. Frankenweenie. That'll be our next one. Yeah, I mean, Frankenweenie was done by Tim Burton as well, so it's very similar in style.
Yes. I think it's just the style. That's my guess. It's it's not a traditional Disney movie to me. It doesn't have the same feel as a Disney movie, I guess.
I haven't seen Frankenweenie. I kind of forget about it, but I might try to watch it soon. And I love Nightmare Before Christmas, and I love that it's different and it's not a traditional run-of-the-mill movie. That's what I love about it. So maybe I would like Frankenweenie. I don't know.
I think you would. If you like Nightmare Before Christmas, I would highly suggest watching Frankenweenie.
Yeah.
It's a very good movie.
I do like Frankenweenie better than I like Nightmare Before Christmas, though.
That's weird. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say about you.
Part of the Nightmare Before Christmas, I already loved it, but then once I went to Disneyland and actually rode the Haunted Mansion overlay for it, I loved it even more because then it feels even more Disney once you link it to a park too.
Yeah. And maybe that's what Amanda's big thing is. It's not, it doesn't seem like a Disney movie. It seems like a Tim Burton movie.
Yeah.
So
I don't know.
I still think it's great. So
I don't hate it by any means. It's just not one I'm like, oh, I've got to go watch that. I'm like, it's okay.
I think you hate it. Also, Frankenweenie came out in 2012. I didn't say that at the top of talking about this movie, so just wanted to let you know. It came out in 2012. Another one that I think all three of us enjoy is Hocus Pocus.
Mm-hmm.
That came out in 1993.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is my favorite Disney Halloween movie.
I think it's mine too. We actually just watched this one last weekend.
It's a very good one. I think it's probably their best one.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I think so too.
I'm surprised you didn't say this one for last.
No.
I know.
I mean, get the good ones out on up top.
Okay.
This is, to me, just a brilliant movie. It's really good. And even though it's an older movie, 1993, but I feel like even now, kids like this movie. So it's really stood the test of time and keeps going strong. And I wish they would do more with it in the parks at Halloweentown. They have been recently over the past few years, but they could do even more.
Yeah. I agree.
I do have an update. So Hocus Pocus 2 is supposed to release on Disney Plus in the autumn of 2022.
Woohoo!
I'm
so
nervous
around this
about
time
it.
next year.
I'm so excited.
I'm excited, but I'm nervous because it's just it's been such a huge gap and there's so much hype surrounding it. I'm worried it's not going to live up to the expectations.
It is going straight to Disney Plus.
Yeah, that's also kind of concerning.
Well,
Yeah.
the thing is they're bringing back the original cast.
They are, which is great because I don't think it would have been the same without them.
No.
Yeah.
It wouldn't have.
I think the Sanderson sisters, they have to be the same.
The Sanderson sisters, yeah.
Yes.
I think it's going to be great. I don't want to go in thinking it's going to, just overhyping it, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But I do think that they're probably going to do it justice. So
I hope so.
I'm really looking forward to it. We'll find out next year, though.
Yeah. I cannot wait.
All right. I haven't personally watched the next one. And I know that people are going to be very surprised with it. But Halloweentown, I have not watched it. And what?
How?
I
How have
don't
you
know.
not watched this?
I just haven't watched it. I don't know. But the thing is there's three of them. There's Halloweentown,
Yeah, so
Halloweentown
how
2,
have
and
you
Return
not-
to Halloweentown. I don't
There's
know.
actually-
It's just,
Watch them.
There's actually more
there's
than
4.
3. Yes.
yeah, there's 4.
Correct.
There's Halloweentown High as well.
Yes.
Yes.
So, which is crazy. So I've missed all of them.
I haven't seen the
I think
last
it's
one, I don't
mostly
think.
because they were made for TV.
And
So I just haven't really watched the made-for-TV Disney movies.
Yeah, see, the Halloweentown movies were like the first one was, I was a little young for the first one still, but like after that one, this was like my era of watching Disney Channel. So
what's my excuse then?
I don't know, but these movies, I feel like everyone, Jared, I cannot believe you haven't watched these
I
with your
know.
daughter.
I just
I like
haven't.
these.
I mean,
To
I
me-
do want to watch them. They've been on my
So
to watch
good.
list for a while now, but I still haven't done it. I'll probably do it with, since Disney Plus is a thing and they should
Yeah.
be on there. So
They are on there.
um,
To me, Halloweentown, the first one, has a very Hocus Pocus feel to it.
It does.
Yeah.
So
It's-
I think you would like
yeah.
it if you actually watched it.
well, the thing is like I know some of the shots and the scenes. Like I've seen. I guess maybe I've seen maybe a trailer or maybe I've seen pictures of it, but I know that I've seen some of the movie in some context. I just know that I haven't like sat down and watched the movie, that's the weird thing.
Yeah.
Like I remember it, but I don't remember watching it.
Well, I really suggest that you watch them.
Yeah,
I love
and
them
I will.
all, but the first one's the best, and the second one is also like a very close runner-up, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I agree. I haven't seen the high school one. I don't think I've seen that one.
It's okay. It's
It was
just
the third one of the group. So Halloweentown 1998, Halloweentown 2 2001, Halloweentown High 2004, and Return to Halloweentown 2006.
Yeah, so Returned, the last one in 2006 is different characters, so it's not as good in my opinion. But
Yeah.
all the ones that have the same characters are good.
So fun fact about Halloweentown itself, it was originally supposed to be on NBC, but they ended up scrapping it and Disney picked it up.
Interesting. To me, it fits with Disney, so
Yeah.
I'm surprised it was ever going to be
Yeah.
anywhere else because it feels like a Disney movie.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they probably made it that way on purpose. It probably wasn't exactly how it was written whenever it was going to be an NBC project, but
Oh,
they
I thought
probably
you meant-
bought
okay,
the
never mind.
rights and
Okay.
rewrote it a little bit, and then
Gotcha.
yeah,
I'm thinking it was already done and Disney bought it. Like it was
No,
getting
no.
ready to play on NBC and they're like,
No.
nah, we're not going to play it. And Disney picked it up.
no.
got it now. Got
NBC usually how that works out, and I mean I don't know obviously the ins and outs of it, but usually how it works is like a studio will greenlight a project, and then all of a sudden they'll just cancel it like in the middle of pre-production, and they just won't do anything with it. But another company can swoop in, another studio can swoop in and buy the rights and get the rights somehow. It happened with Home Alone, which is weird. I can't remember who was original. I think it was Warner Brothers who was originally with Home Alone, and then Fox came in and grabbed Home Alone from underneath them after they were doing some weird stuff in the middle of production. Anyway, going on a tangent. Yeah, it was supposed to be on NBC. It didn't go on NBC. Disney picked it up. There you go.
Win for
And now you
Disney.
have 4 Halloweentowns.
Yep.
Let's see. One that I fondly remember is Legend of Sleepy Hollow.
Yes, the Headless Horseman.
Yes. And that was like 1949 that it came
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a while since I've watched that one, but I remember when I was younger, that movie scared me.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it was kind of frightening. The
Yeah.
Headless Horseman. And,
Yeah,
I mean, you had the goofy comedic character with Ichabod Crane, but
yeah, but still.
and his horse. I guess his mule, really, not even necessarily a horse.
Yeah. I need to go back and watch this. I
I
don't
do
think
too.
my kids are going to want to watch it with me.
Yeah, it's been a very long time since I've watched it. I mean, since I was a kid.
Yeah. It's
But
been
I do
a long time.
remember it for sure.
Yeah. Me too.
Let's see. So these two I have heard of, and I have seen them on Disney Plus, but I have not watched them. It's Mr. Boogety, and that was in 1986. And this one was it was aired on TV. It was a 45-minute movie, and it aired as an episode of the Disney Sunday Movie.
These are the two on your list that I had never seen before and
I
hadn't
haven't
really.
either.
I've seen like a picture of it on Disney Plus,
Mm-hmm.
but I was like, I have no idea what that is, so I didn't watch it. But I probably should, just so I've got the Disney collection watched, the Disney Halloween collection watched.
No.
Yeah.
But I have no idea what it's about or anything.
So the second one, Bride of Boogety, and these both came out in 1986 and 1987. So like 1 year between each of these. I haven't watched them again, so I don't really know what they're about. But I do know that they're about like paranormal kind of spooky stuff. So I added them on the list.
So I'm surprised you haven't watched them because you're very much into paranormal and spooky stuff.
Mhm. Very much so.
So you should probably go watch those.
Yeah, and Bride of Boogety apparently has Eugene Levy, and he is an amazing actor, and I love pretty much everything he's been in. So I'm
Well, there
very
you
surprised
go.
that I haven't watched this.
What has
Go
he
watch
been in?
it.
He's been in, let's see. So most recently, Schitt's Creek. He was the father. He was, let's see, in...
He's the guy that's in American Pie, the dad.
Yeah, he's the dad in American
Okay.
Pie.
That's all you had to
he
say.
was
I know who
also
he is.
in Best of Show. He was also
Yes.
in
I know
The
who you're
Mighty
talking about now.
Wind. So,
The what?
The Mighty Wind.
Okay.
It's very similar to, or not similar to Best in Show, but it's the same people. Him and Catherine O'Hara and a bunch of other people who do a lot of movies together. They're great. I really highly suggest them. They're some of my favorite movies. But anyway, those are not Halloween movies.
No, they are not.
So let's go ahead and continue on with the list. We have The Haunted Mansion 2003. This one is the one with Eddie
Yes.
Murphy.
I love this movie, even though it's corny.
It is
I really
corny,
like it.
but I like it too.
This is one that I usually watch every Halloween season.
Yeah. Me too. I do like that movie.
I think the people that like it the most are the people who are Disney Parks fans. I don't know if it's
Yeah.
for everyone.
Yeah.
And I don't think that people who are not Disney Parks fans appreciate it.
Right. But the movie is kind of corny, kind of like the Haunted Mansion ride is
Yeah.
at the parks. So
It has a very similar feel to it.
it does.
Yes.
So I think there is definitely a market for it, but it
Yeah.
is, you're right, just people who like the ride probably, or people who are going to like the movie.
Yeah.
It's an attraction ride.
It's an
and-
attraction ride?
Or it's an attraction movie. It's a ride movie. I'm having problems tonight, guys. I don't know.
I
Apparently.
didn't even notice, so
Yeah.
So you're having problems too. Okay.
It's okay. Amanda just likes to call out my mistakes. So I
Hey,
think
it was
she's still
funny.
upset about me being a Disney star. So,
You're not, but that's okay.
but yeah, I mean, Haunted Mansion, it's going to be a little bit quirky because the ride is a little bit quirky. So,
Yeah.
but it's a good one. Highly suggest. And I mean, Eddie Murphy's Eddie Murphy. So, but I guess let's talk about the new one, the Muppet Haunted Mansion. And that one just came out this year. It started airing on Disney Plus October 8th, I believe.
Yeah.
So if you haven't watched it yet, go watch it. It's very good. If you're a fan of the ride, you're going to enjoy this movie. Yeah, it's a great one. I really enjoyed it. Have you guys watched it yet?
no, I really
Ish.
want to, but I've been watching a series of movies that is not a Disney movie, so we don't need to talk about them right now. But I've been watching a series of 8 movies.
Harry Potter?
Yeah. So it's taking over my life, and I don't have time to watch anything else.
Have you seen them before?
Yes, I've seen them, but it's
Okay.
we're rewatching. I was in a Harry Potter mood the other night, so we started watching the first one, and then it's progressed.
Snowballed.
So, but it's Halloween week, so I need to watch the Halloween movies that I have not watched yet this year.
Yeah. Well, Harry Potter is kind of a Halloweenish movie.
It is.
Just for
it
the
has
wrong
a little
part.
spooky feeling, but yeah, not the right park, but
Yeah.
Not the right park, but I do want to say this: the Muppet Haunted Mansion movie. If you enjoy Haunted Mansion, the ride, you're gonna love it. If you love Muppet movies, you're gonna love it. And if you love both of them, you're going to think it's one of the best things ever.
Then it's gold.
Yes, it's golden. I mean, I enjoy the Muppets. I enjoy Haunted Mansion, so I absolutely love this movie.
Yeah.
I
I
need to
did
watch it.
catch, I mean, I had it on the other night for the kids, and I caught a little bit of it, and it is cheesy like the Muppets.
Like the Muppets usually are.
Yeah.
But, I mean, the jokes are very good.
They are.
They have a lot of, like, if you know the ride, you're going to catch on to what they're doing. It's very good. It's
Yes.
very well done.
It is. It's good. I agree.
So, I mean, that kind of brings us to Tower of Terror from 1997. This one's kind of a cult classic. It's another attraction movie. Yeah, I mean,
I don't think I've
it's kind
seen
of one of
this.
those things. Yeah,
You
we've
need
talked
to
about this
watch
one
it.
before.
yeah. The thing is, they make it hard to get your hands on because
Yes.
it's not on Disney Plus. Like
That's
I
what
used
say.
to
I
rent
don't remember
this.
seeing it.
No, it's
Yeah.
not. I used to rent it at Blockbuster, and that's how I was always watching it. So now, like, they make it more difficult. I don't know why it's not on Disney Plus.
I don't
but-
know. Really, the only place it's not streaming anywhere. So
Yeah.
really, the only way you can watch this movie is if maybe there's a bootleg copy on YouTube or something, or you can go and buy one of the VHS or DVDs, Blu-rays.
Yeah, I actually a while back saw. I don't know where it was. I can't remember, but I saw it on DVD and I didn't buy it, and I should have.
You should have. Yeah.
It was years ago, and I'm still kicking myself for it.
Probably
No.
at like the decrepit house down the street had a garage sale, and it was like very mysterious. And
Probably.
buy
You could
this
probably
DVD
find
and
it
be
on
cursed
eBay for $500 now.
No, I don't think it's that much. I mean, if you know about it, you know about it. If you don't know about it, then you just don't. So it's one
Yeah.
of those types of things.
I think
Was it-
this is. Go ahead, Amanda.
No, go ahead.
Well, I was just gonna say this is the same with the Haunted Mansion movie. Like, you're not gonna watch this movie typically if you're not a really big fan of the ride.
Yeah.
And
So
I don't know, Jared may like it.
I mean, yeah. No, I mean, Tower of Terror is the best park or the best ride in the park. So
Wow, now it's its own park.
it's the best park.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's definitely the best park.
You know, I really want to see if I can find this movie somehow this week, because this movie, I used to watch it like every Halloween season, and it really is kind of creepy. Like, it's spooky. It's a really good movie, in my opinion.
And it's got Kirsten Dunst in it.
Yes.
So I know when Disney Plus first started, there was a way you could petition for them to put movies on. Like if there was something or a show, if there was something you wanted, you could basically ask them to put it on there. So maybe you should look into that and see if you could ask for Tower of Terror to be put on Disney Plus.
I feel like even if we got like 10 million signatures, they would still not put it on there.
Why?
I don't know.
If it's
Like,
if it's a Disney movie
I
and
don't
they
know.
own it, then why wouldn't they put it on there?
You got to ask Disney that.
I don't know. It is weird how it's so unavailable. So, I don't know.
Maybe there's some weird licensing issue or something that they have
Maybe.
with like
not
Twilight
everything-
Zone or something. I don't know. I really don't know.
Not everything that is Disney is already on Disney Plus, and things come and go just
Right.
like on other platforms,
Yeah.
on other streaming platforms. So
But it's not just Disney Plus though. That's the thing. It's not streaming anywhere. It's literally nowhere.
Yeah, but if it's not a popular movie, then maybe they just haven't had a need for it.
It's a cult classic, though.
That's why I'm
people would
saying
watch
if
it.
you petition for it, then maybe they would bring it back. Maybe they just don't realize that there's such a following for it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Look, I did a quick Google search while y'all were arguing.
So Dad said real quick, he said they had one copy and they lost it.
Probably.
Seems like it. But I did just do a quick Google search, and you can buy it on Amazon, a DVD. It's not.
Yeah.
See, that's what sucks, because I just want to go on Amazon and rent the movie and watch it right now. I don't want to
Right,
order
just
a
go on
DVD.
Amazon
I don't even
Prime.
have a DVD playing device. So
Your computer.
yeah, but I don't want to watch a movie on my computer.
You could probably
Get a laser, put it between your fingers, and just spin it really fast.
so you could probably make it a digital copy.
Yeah, this movie is actually only $5 on Amazon.
There you go. Hey.
So I'm adding it to my cart right now.
There you go. All right, the last one we have is Twitches. This one is from 2005, and this one's with Tia and Tamara.
Mallory.
Yeah, I haven't watched this one.
I think there's a Twitches 2 as well.
I think
there?
there's a 2
Okay.
and a 3 also.
Oh, I
but
haven't seen 3 if there is one,
I
but
think there is.
I was a Twitches fan.
I love Twitches.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Twitches is a good movie.
it is. And Jared, you should go watch that too.
This
I mean,
Actually-
this might be something that if it's on Disney Plus, then I
It
can
is.
It is.
I can get Rory to watch it for sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she would like it. It seems very teenage girl movie.
Yes. I was
So,
like a preteen.
Kind of like Sabrina,
Kind of, sort of, yeah.
Yeah.
It has that same kind of
Yeah.
feel, I think.
not the new one on Netflix. But
No,
No.
not that one. That is
No.
not for kids.
No, it is not.
um,
It's definitely. I understand why you wouldn't have watched it. It's not necessarily
Not my demographic, yeah.
Yes.
no. Like
not
this
the right
was,
demographic for
I
that.
guess I was like probably a preteen, early teen years whenever this movie came out, and I loved it. It was on Disney Channel, and
Yeah.
I watched it a lot. So
Yep. I watched it earlier this month, actually.
it's been a while since I've seen it, and I really want to watch it. I saw it on Disney Plus the other day, and was like, I need to remember to go back and watch that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a cute movie. So you should definitely give it a shot.
yeah, but first watch Haunted Mansion, the Muppets movie. It's so good, and I really want to get your opinion on it. Chris did say that I should use my stardom at Disney to bring back Tower of Terror movie. I think I might have to try that. I'll probably call Chapek as soon as we're done here.
Call
And
the executives.
Hey, Chris,
Yeah.
whose side are you on? Jared isn't a star.
seems like he's on my side. Seems like he's on my side. I'm just saying. So those are the Halloween movies that we have as of right now. There's probably more that we didn't have. I know that there were a couple that I thought were kind of like on the fence because they weren't necessarily Halloween movies and they weren't necessarily like spooky movies, but they kind of had that feel a little bit.
Like what?
I think there was one Looking Under the Bed or something like that I'd never heard of.
never heard of
Yeah,
that.
it was the Disney Channel one too, I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure. Was maybe I'm completely off base, but was Mom's Got a Date with a Vampire? Was that Disney? Cuz I used to love that movie.
Actually, I do think that is a Disney movie.
I
don't
think it is
know.
too.
I'm pretty sure that's on Disney Plus. So maybe
used
it's
to-
not a Disney movie, but maybe it's something that Disney acquired.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure that I used to watch it on Disney Channel. And this was one that I watched every single Halloween season. Like, never fail.
Yep. I think you're right.
Let's see. I'm not seeing. So, production company was Upstart Entertainment.
I think it is on
Original
Disney Plus,
network
though.
was Disney Channel.
Okay, there we go.
There you
'Cause-
go.
Its original release was October 13th, 2000.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, this one was one of the ones that, like, I was the perfect age for, and they replayed it on Disney Channel every year during Halloween, and I
Yeah.
always watched it. It's a really cute movie, too.
It
The
is.
little boy in it is so stinking cute.
He's not a little boy anymore.
Well, no, but he was really cute.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it's been 21 years. I would
Yeah.
hope he's not a little boy anymore.
So that's a good one too. I just feel like this list gives people a good, there's still a few days till Halloween.
Yeah,
Exactly.
definitely.
It's
There's
gonna be a
enough
weekend.
time.
Movies.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's enough time to go and watch all of these.
All of them.
And it's something you could have on while people are trick-or-treating. So
Yeah, that's true
yeah,
too.
appropriate for kids if they're
Right.
coming to your door that you could have those on.
Very
that's
true.
true.
You're welcome. Sometimes I have good ideas.
Sometimes.
Exactly.
Yeah, but other than that, I think that that's going to do it for tonight's episode. And we want to thank everybody for watching and joining in and your comments. We really do appreciate it. I guess go and check out our other live streams on YouTube. You can find the channel at bit.ly/T3M YouTube, all lowercase. That's T, the number 3, M YouTube. Also, go to our social accounts at T3M Podcast, and you can follow us and talk to us and join in. And we just posted some Disney bounding that we did on our last live stream, and just so everybody can see those again. Let's see. I don't have any other announcements or anything. So, Amanda, what do you got?
Well, if you're looking for a vacation, I'd love to plan it for you. My services are complimentary, and you can get a hold of me by emailing me at amanda.hollis@capturethemagicvacations.com, or you can find me on Facebook at Amanda Hollis, Capture the Magic Vacations.
All right. Well, that's going to do it for tonight. Thanks for joining us.
Have a zippity
good night.
doo day.
See you real soon.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
Happy